Welcome to Rumday Night Football with Rumboyz Fantasy Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your host, Rumboyz Robbie, CEO of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. As always, our Rumday Night event is brought to you by our brand new sponsor, GLD. Promo code GLDGRUM. Go ahead, head over there. Copy yourself a GLD chain. We got 50% popping off right now. Link is in the description. Copy and paste that thing. ShopGLD.com. Go get yourself a chain, ice out your neck with your favorite sports team of any league, whether it's NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, you name it. Also want to shout out my homies over at Pro Football Focus, launching that All 22 thing. All 22 is the brand new fantasy football format that allows you to pick a full 53-man roster and earn fantasy points off that roster. That's right. You are drafting linemen, punters, kickers, the whole 9 yards. Think of it as a Madden franchise mode, if you will. Promo code Rumboyz. Also, shout out to our partners over at Champions Round. Link is in the description as well. Go ahead and check them out. A $12 entry can win you $2,400 when you get 7 props out of 12 correct on our daily dozen. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into to talking about tonight's game. Hold up one second. Oh yeah, woo! Made a little mess there. Oh, I'm gonna be fucked up tonight. I can already tell. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly. All right. So last time I checked, Commanders were what? Plus 390 favorite. We went from plus 400 to plus 390. Jalen Hurts is 3-1 against this team. He's won 3 straight. So pretty much since his first outing as a Philadelphia Eagle, taking over for his team, he hasn't lost since then. So he's, for the most part, Jalen Hurts has this team's number. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. They're a good team, but our team has been stepping up lately, and we've been doing the right things, the necessary things. Team up for sale. So, we got to put on a pretty decent performance to make someone want to buy us. I mean, someone's going to want to buy us anyways because we're what, the 9th highest grossing franchise worldwide out of any sport. That aside, though, we got to come away with this win. We got to come away with this win. We're a half game outside of play our wild card standings. A wild card is pretty much what we're fighting for. At this point, I mean, I guess you could kind of say, division in a way is still up for grabs. Dallas being behind a game of the Eagles, a win tonight could put us into that conversation potentially. So that the way that whole debacle shakes out, still yet to be determined. I do believe that Philadelphia will win the damn thing when it's all said and done. I don't think that I have an in me to say that Philadelphia wins tonight. I mean, obviously, probability in Vegas is leaning on their side. The over-under is set at 43.5 points. So, I mean, no one's expecting this to be a high-scoring affair by any means. But that's also where it could be a trap, right? Because the Eagles could take away and they could run away with this thing. And then, maybe we're relying on Heineke garbage time to go out there, put up some points, and, and do the damn thing. But Heineke come out firing on all cylinders, and our defense can be clicking and keep Philadelphia, between field goals. I mean, maybe we can hold Philadelphia to just a touchdown in the first half. I think we could hold Philadelphia to a touchdown in the first half and keep anything and everything else, to field goals. Maybe you're looking at something to where, Philly scores 13 in like the first half. I think that we give ourselves a shot. We give ourselves a shot with our kicker, with Sly, with the ability of the big bomb. that could be tossed up to McLaurin or Samuel. Jahan Dotson's back. I mean, so that adversely affects things as well. I know they have their combination of AJ Brown, Smith, and Goddard. I think on paper we can match this team. We can go blow for blow with them. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I did go ahead and I did build an SGP that it's me riding Washington. It is me riding Washington. I did take Washington money line. I do have Taylor Heineke over 169 yards passing. I think that Jonathan Allen can get himself a sack just because of the running nature of Hurts. Maybe there's a chance that you get back there, edge rusher pursuit, you bring it down to the ground. We have Antonio Gibson anytime TD score. I think Gibby can if we're down at the goal line, hand it to Gibby and he can punch one in. Or maybe something on a pitch play or something like that, strong side pitch. I think that could also that could result in Gibby getting a touchdown. Got some pretty decent plays. We only did 6 on the SGP. 6 picks, 6 legs. I'm not playing any DFS tonight. I don't want to have too much going on with too much action in regards to tonight's game. I felt like I wanted to play conservative, especially if there is a miracle that Washington somehow fucking pulls it out. Gonna be an interesting game. But I think that we got what it takes. I think that we got what it takes to pull it off. I think that we can match this team on paper. I know we fired up Chase Young last week, and then we sat him back down again. Not exactly sure what the fuck is up with that. But Jahan Dotson being back, that makes us significantly dangerous. That makes us a lot more dangerous than without him. Like this team would have probably had something to worry about with it. Sorry, this team would have had something to worry about with it being a divisional matchup, anyways. But this now the addition of Jahan Dotson now allows it to be held closer. One second. I want to see something really quick. Okay, so the other 2 legs on that parlay card. So Washington money line, Heineke 169.5 over. Jonathan Allen to record a sack. Antonio Gibson anytime TD score. Over 44.5 receiving yards for McLaurin. Over 54.5 receiving yards for AJ Brown. So that's the entire SGP in its whole for tonight's game. So it's a tough road. It's an uphill battle for Washington. As far as DFS goes, I mean, you got to kind of predict for things to get ugly, right? And for it to be an ugly game. I guess I feel like you would likely want to play the odds from a DFS standpoint. So what I would do is I'd probably build like a heavy Eagles lineup. Like I said, I did not build any DFS tonight just because I don't want too much involvement into this game. I want to be able to somehow enjoy it, win or lose for whatever it is, for whatever's going to happen, whatever the outcome is going to be. But I would probably be willing, maybe plug Eagles defense in as a captain. If Vegas, with the way the Vegas has the money line odds, I feel like that's fair. It's weird how they have the money line, but they have it with a 43 over under. Let me see what that spread was really fast. I believe the spread was fairly close. Okay, so it's an 11-point spread. So yeah, so I would chase the odds from a DFS standpoint. Eagles defense, maybe at captain. Maybe you play, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, And then you toss in some Washington there, like a Brian Robinson, Jahan Dotson plays, and then like Jake Elliott, as like the kicker. Um, just because it's gonna be super tough to navigate the DFS landscape tonight. From whoever you're gonna place in as captain. I don't even mind if you pay up for captain and you make the rest of the roster like super cheap. I don't think that St. Juice is going to be able to lock down AJ Brown. St. Juice can't hold AJ Brown's job. So I'm expecting a big night from AJ Brown. If we are able to put doubles on AJ and contain AJ with doubles, then that means that Devontae Smith is just going to become super profitable. I feel like this is going to be a heavy receiving night for those Philadelphia receivers. Devontae Smith, solid play for you. AJ Brown's a solid play for you. Playing running backs against Washington can always be tough, and we've seen that throughout the duration of 10 weeks of football. We know this defense, can step up against the run, and they're pretty potent against the run. So of course that can vary. That can be a little one-sided there with that one. I would suggest playing Washington defense tonight. I would not suggest playing Washington defense tonight. I hope that I'm wrong about that. But I mean, if they go off, then so be it. I don't see this being a game of too many unexpecteds, but this is the NFL, and the NFL's been full of parity this year. Excuse me. I mean, yes, anything can happen. I'm not subscribing to Washington winning this one super heavily. Best case scenario, we keep the spread within a touchdown based off what the odds are saying with an 11-point spread. The over under is what trips me the fuck out. The over under at 43. So it's like, what an 11-point spread? What is Vegas thinking? Is Vegas thinking like this game goes like 24-10? Like is that where Vegas is getting off? I mean, and if that's the case, then I could see that logic. I could understand that. And I have no problem subscribing to that theory. But I think you got to give us a little bit more credit, the Commanders, than what those point totals are giving us, than what that money line is giving us, than what that spread is giving us. A double-digit spread, fucking massive money line differential, but a low over/under because of it being a divisional game. Something's not right here. I think that this is a trap for real. So Rumday Night Football. Not expecting an upset to happen, but if it does, we're gonna be jumping for fucking joy. Like we're gonna go crazy. I didn't have the heart to pick Philly. I just did not have the heart to pick Philly. I didn't have it in me. I just didn't. You got Washington back up at plus 400 on the line. We bought him at 390. I mean, that's one hell of a payout if Washington's able to come away with it. Don't hold your breath. Like it'd be different if we won last week. If we had beat Minnesota last week, right? And then heading into to this game with that type of confidence, I feel like the Commanders were heading into this game. We're like, we could do it, but we're also very, very aware. Like the locker room is very aware of like it's doable, and we can be the team to do it and make them go 8-1. But we're very aware of what challenges lie ahead of us tonight. We're very, very aware. We got to play solid football. We got to play 4 quarters of hard, physical football. We got to hit them between the tackles. Run the fucking ball. Running the ball is going to be paramount for us. Running the ball is going to be paramount for us. Keep the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands. I cannot stress that enough for Washington. Keep the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands. forcing our defense, forcing Philly into 3-and-outs is going to be our best friend. If we can get turnovers, great. Turnovers are even more of our best friend if we can make them happen. If we can force Hurts to throw a pick, or if we can, knock one in the air and come down with a pick, or we could, punch the ball out of Miles Sanders' hand or A.J. Brown's hand, when we come away with a strip or something, like our defense is going to have to be ferocious. Our defense is going to have to be on it. No holds barred tonight. No weak shit tonight. Our defense is going to have to do what it's going to have to do to win this game for us. The offense go out there and put up points. The defense keep this thing close and stop them from scoring. We need to also find the end zone. We really need to find the end zone. We really need to find Terry McLaurin in the end zone. We need McLaurin to be going off tonight. We need McLaurin to be the number one. We need McLaurin to be the guy that we paid him to be. That team is good. Darius Slay is good. I get that. Darius Slay's only picks came from Kirk Cousins in prime time, though. One moment. Just 1 second, y'all. Check some message. Sorry, I had an important text come through that I had to respond to. But those are pretty much my takes for tonight's game. Philly, in order for Philly to win, Philly just has to be Philly. Philly just has to be Philadelphia. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. There's no other way to deliver that take. Other than Jalen Hurts has to keep being Jalen Hurts and looking like a potential MVP candidate, a MVP candidate, if you will, to be completely honest. AJ Brown has to be AJ. Miles Sanders do Miles Sanders thing. That defense be completely turned up. As long as they, the Eagles just got to play Eagles football. Washington, we have a lot of things that we got to do and a lot of things that we got to work through if we want to come away with the upset tonight. Taylor Heineke, not quit mindset. He'll play while under 20. Should be fun. It's definitely going to be a fun game. Like I mentioned, Vegas is ripping us off. 11 point spread. They got us plus 400 underdogs. I agree that we should be underdogs, like plus 250, but a plus a plus 400. You're trying to shit on us, and you're really trying to you're trying to play my guys. So I hope my guys come out and we can shut them. We can shut them up. Even if we don't win, let's keep it close. Let's silence a lot of haters and a lot of doubters and a lot of non-believers. Let's do what we gotta do. Most passing TDs, passing yards in Philly history. Most rushing yards by a Philly QB is Michael Vick, and then Hurts is the only QB with 10 passing TDs and 5 rushing TDs entering the season. They played those graphics kind of fast, so I apologize. And if we could beat them and break their undefeated record at home, fucking boom, headshot. That is major for us. One, that gives us confidence heading into every other game and heading into the rest of the season, heading into the games for the rest of the season. But then two, that demoralizes them. That can demoralize them. That can also expose them to other teams. To where now, maybe that record starts to fall a little bit, and maybe we get to climb. So there's a lot riding on Washington being able to pull this off. I feel like secretly everyone in their heart of hearts is cheering for Washington tonight. Unless you're an Eagles fan, you're likely yo, Washington, please do not let them go undefeated. I don't know anyone that wants to see the Eagles go undefeated outside of Eagles fans, You see that the dude who needs Miles Sanders to hit 110 rushing yards tonight to bank 135K, but FanDuel has offered to give him 21K instead. Bro, that's tough. Like that's tough. I'd be like, yo, you're offering me 21. I'd be like, yo, here's what we can do. Up that 21 to 30, like 30, 40. Like give me like 50K. Like up that shit to 50K and I'll walk away. Like give me 50K, I would walk away. But like 135K, oh, I'm keeping you on the line for that shit. I'm keeping you on the line for that. Like just because it's like okay, well now you're obviously trying to play me. Like it's like yo, you're obviously trying to like be on some shit, you know. Like you have a feeling I'm gonna hit it. That's the way I'd handle that joint. That's the way I'd handle that. They offered him 21? 21? 135, 21? I don't know, partner. I don't know about that. You gotta up that 21K if you want me to walk away from that. 135 is life changing. 21K is moment changing. 21K can change your life for 2-3 months. Like you'd be able to pay off your car. Like you'd probably be able to pay off your car. You know, you'd be able to pay like your rent, your mortgage for like a hot couple of months. You dig what I'm saying? But like 135K, that could change that could set you straight for at least like a good like 2 years, like a year and a half to 2 years. Depending on what you do with that shit can set you up. 21K out of 135. Man, that means homie has the bookies on the line. Yo, you got the bookies on the line. We gonna hold him to it. I mean, it's tough. It's a tough bet for him to be betting Miles Sanders for 110 against the Washington rush defense. So maybe that's why they're like, yo, we'll offer you 21K. And then like at that point, like, if he misses it, like, it's like fuck, like I should have taken that 21K. I wonder what this guy is gonna do. I definitely want to follow up on this dude's story. I think that we're all now highly interested in that. Yes, my homie's bringing me fucking weed. sorry, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I got that text. I was like, yo, I need you to bring me some. So I'm at the end of it. Today was stressful. Oh my gosh. We get it. AJ Brown is Batman. We know that AJ Brown is Batman. Everyone knows that AJ Brown's Batman. Fucking, this is gonna be a battle. McLaurin, Brown, both guys that we rookied or that we did their rookie interviews. We put them on the cover for tonight's graphic. I don't know if y'all saw that shit yet, but we hooked up McLaurin and AJ Brown up with the cover for tonight's game. I feel like when these two face off with against each other, it's a default. Like you got to kind of do that. Um, man, I'm hoping that my team can pull something off tonight. Like for real, for real. I'm hoping we can pull off the upset. I'm hoping that we can pull off the upset. If we pull off the upset at plus 400 underdogs, like everybody can suck my fucking dick. Like we pull off the upset at plus 400 underdogs. Oh my goodness. Terry is gonna struggle, but we only need 44.5 yards out of him. We only need 45 yards out of him. Terry's definitely gonna struggle. Terry's definitely gonna struggle. But it'll be all right. It'll be all right. We gonna we gonna we gonna see how my boys do tonight. You know, only thing that we can do is take the field and get ready to kill. That's it. That's it, man. We've had a week. We've had a very long week of practice. A lot of time to practice. A lot of time to get out there and get it done. Done, son. You know, I'm not. I'm gonna try and keep my emotions contained. I'm probably not. Like I'm probably gonna get real aki during this um during this game. By the way, shout out to Baker Mayfield. He's gonna be getting the start. You know, he's back in the driver's seat for Carolina after headbutting all of his players. He gets to bring some energy onto the playing field. Oh yeah, we're starting to get that mojo going before the play-by-play stream. We're really about to get it popping right now. One second. Money. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about AJ Brown, Leafs? What do you think about AJ Brown? How do you think AJ Brown does tonight? How do you think he fares? I think St. Juice, he ain't gonna be able to fucking he ain't gonna be able to hold a flame, bro. To know AJ Brown. Like St. Juice is good, but he ain't like straps good. Like he not, you know. I'm thinking 70 plus for AJ too. I'm thinking big running games from both the running backs. Washington's going to have to keep the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands and not give him a whole lot of time to put together drives. But then Philly, knowing the mentality of how Heineke plays, if I'm Philly, I'm actually trying to pass the ball on Washington, and I'm trying to just fucking air it out every chance. Every chance. I'm just trying to kill them with speed the whole fucking time, right? Because I want to be able to score so many. If I'm Philly, you want to score so many points to where Washington can't keep it close. Like if you're Philly, you cannot let Washington keep it close. You have to blow Washington out right away, right? If you're Washington, run the ball, play slow, maybe not as many passing plays, low and slow, keep it close, and then fourth quarter, final drive, you put the pedal to the metal so you can get the win. So I think that you see very two different styles of football from both offenses to contrast the abilities of both defenses. You know what I mean? Like Eagles, I see more of a heavy passing attack, and Washington, I see more of a heavy running attack. You know, and I'll see Washington utilizing the run to limit Heineke from being able to make mistakes and play hero ball. You know, if Washington can be efficient, if Washington can be efficient for you know the first half, you know that puts us in a position to keep this thing competitive. And as long as we keep this competitive and keep this close, it's gonna be fucking interesting. It's gonna be dope. Why are they eating fucking what the fuck is what was Booger just putting in his nose? Like what was he eating? Was that flatbread with like powdered sugar on it? I don't know what the fuck that just was. That looked weird as hell. That looked nasty. Exactly. I would play it between the tackles. I would run Brian Robinson at them super heavy, over and over and over again, and then boom, dump off to Gibson. Like that's how I'd run that shit. All right, y'all. 15 minutes till kickoff. I'm gonna see you guys in about 10. All right. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. Woo! It's gonna be an interesting game. Excuse me. Hail, Commanders! See y'all in 10 minutes.
Welcome to Rumday Night Football with Rumboyz Fantasy Network.